Your first fighter comes out of the red corner. Fighting out of the Nature MMA from Greensboro, North Carolina. Please welcome Jesus Montes. From the whole North Carolina, please welcome Jake Morris.
Jake Morris from the Body Shot Combat Club. He has been here before, walking out for his 4th fight. And he's had some tough fights at Fight For It. I think all 3 of his previous bouts were here at Fight For It, and this is a guy who kind of came online a little later. Like, his first 2 fights were losses, or sorry, his first fight was a loss, second fight was a very, very hard-fought decision, and then this most recent fight, he kind of made it look a little easier. So it's a guy who's getting a lot better as he goes on through his career.
So growth in the sport.
Absolutely.
Let's get ready for another banger here.
All right, Montes versus Morris underway here at 145 pounds.
Montes in red, Morris in blue. And then, oh, great leg kick.
Thunderous leg kick for Morris there on the step in. Montes has just got so much volume.
Oh. And Morris catches Montes' leg kick. That sends him toppling down to the canvas.
Big
And an
shot
overhand.
from Jesus.
Yes.
Jake tries to go for the inside trip. I know Jake's got a little MMA experience as well.
And you can tell because Morris is catching those leg kicks. In MMA, you see that leading into takedowns.
Exactly.
Start in with leg kicks.
Ooh, nice hand speed from Jesus. Came out just ahead in that exchange.
And Morris's headgear doesn't look to be fitted too well either.
No, there's no tape. There's no tape over it either.
Now go. Now with that kick. Double it up and then go.
And the strap's undone now too.
Yeah. Like I said, gear is so important. You want to be comfortable when you're in there. There's enough discomfort happening.
Jesus Montes throwing some serious leather there against the wall, and they're trying to coax Morris off the fence line here in the corner.
Which is definitely the right call. Montes he's finding some home right there down the center.
Give me something for them kicks.
Ooh, good head movement by Montes to avoid the hands of Morris.
Yeah, Morris, if Montes can finish Morris, I know that is a big statement because I've seen Morris on the tail end of a bad one-sided beat down, and he did not for a second back down or show any signs of being hurt. So I know he's got a chin on him.
And Morris also has these heavy leg kicks.
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of spinning back kicks thrown tonight, but I don't think I've seen any land.
Only
and as
Alvarez's.
I say that, almost.
Only Alvarez's to the
That's
body.
right.
He had that one nice one to the body.
Montes has a lot of composure, even with eating some of those heavy leg kicks from Morris. And then he's able to throw some really good counters.
He was definitely pushing the action more in that fight, in that round anyway.
Yes, I think so as well. But like you said, Morris can like handle a lot. So I wonder if he can handle it until he returns. And here we go, start of round 2.
Back to that jab.
Montes again steps in with the big cross. That's been a money shot for him in this fight. But Morris's best shot shows up again in that outside low kick.
Yeah, that's definitely his number 1 strike.
Back him up, then angle off.
And then, good exchange from both fighters there right in the center, kind of slugging it out a little bit.
Hands up. Keep that chin
Montes
down.
not overly aggressive, though, as it gets to the fence wall. Doesn't show a lot of urgency to corner him.
Oh, and then Montes found a good right hand as Morris was trying to get away there.
That was
Caught him on the chin.
Beautiful shot there by Montes. Montes just has such crispy hands. He's really hitting that cross at the very end of it where it has the most whip and power. And you can see that reaction coming through on Morris.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier when you know somebody's throwing leg kicks, timing it and connecting with the hands before the kick really truly lands. And Montes is doing a really great job of reading that.
Feints, work in off the feints and head movement. Leg kick off that. He backs, yeah.
And that body shot corner is calling for more leg kicks on Morris, and I can't agree that that's I can't agree more that that's a brilliant idea. It's been his best shot, and every time he's landed one, it's kind of slowed Jesus down.
Yeah, and you want to slow a guy like that down who's just finding a lot of success with his hands up top.
And the in and out movement for Montes has been a problem for Morris. He's in and then he's out. He's in, he's coming in with throwing the cross, and then he's gone before Morris can really connect big.
That was almost an accidental axe kick there.
10 seconds left here in this second round.
I guess when Morris hears the 10-second clappers, he throws the spinning back kick.
Well, that's an MMA, an MMA adage, if you will, is if you, good, how are you, sir?
You see fighters touch gloves there.
In MMA, when you hear the clacker, if you just rush out for a takedown, you might get the takedown and win the round in the last. You might steal it. Yoel Romero is famous. Made a whole career out of it.
Well, like you said, you know, the judges have the pencils in their hand at that point. You want to kind of give them a lasting impression, the last thing that they're going to see before they mark down who won that round.
I would be hesitant to make the last thing they see is me missing the spinning back kick.
That's why, unless you know you got it, that's one of the ones that a little bit of a risk. Again, another close fight. I do say I have to have Montes up 2 rounds.
Me too.
But not like he's murdering Morris either.
No. Manageably winnable rounds, but Montes is winning them in my opinion.
And I think Morris is really going to have to do something here to favor it for him.
Stay to your right. Working off that jab.
Oh, we got some pocket fighting over here. Good heavy right hand by Montes there. You know the headgear is definitely beneficial to saving somebody from too much of a damage. Oh,
Near
very,
miss.
very nice slip there from Montes.
Y'all get tight. Look
Morris
for that
just barely missed that big shot.
knee. Get back to your
Stuff like
feet.
that's so exciting to watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Give me some feints. Kick off that.
A little bit wild swings from Morris. His corner calling for those kicks again, which is definitely the right decision.
Yeah, very smart. I mean, that's all of his success has been off of that as a building block, right? So just has to put more of a building block up.
There you go, and there's those heavy leg kicks again. I wish if he had utilized that a little bit more throughout the fight, it might be a little bit of a different viewing here right now.
Big shot there from Montes, comes up short, and then Morris tries to catch him with the cross on the way in, but stumbles.
Right kick there. Feint and go.
Oh, and that is exactly what I was talking about when you're trying to catch that leg kick and you throw the right hand down the middle. It just totally knocks them on their butt.
Morris a little wide-eyed here.
Yeah, and then you saw Montes kind of get up in his face a little bit too. Intimidation tactic maybe.
Let your hands go, Jake.
And again, that's 2 knockdowns, and Morris with the back roll back
But Dale's
on top.
not called either of them. Dale's called both of them slips, which is rare.
Let your
Like,
hands go.
especially on that second one, I would say maybe let's give him a standing 8 count.
Yeah, that left hand on the chin just wobbled him.
And that'll be it for this one.
Yep. And I think that finalized it for Montes.
I mean, realistically, that should have been a 10-8. I feel
Yeah.
like both those knockdowns were legitimate.
I
see-
agree. I thought both of them were. The first one,
I can see
he
where Dale was
throwing-
coming from on the first one.
He was throwing a kick and he just caught right down the middle, which, I mean, it didn't knock him down while he was on his feet, but it still knocked him down.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't knock somebody down with a punch when they're kicking if it's not, at least got a little bit of oomph behind it.
Oh, and they reconfigured the judges. They changed their seating. I imagine that they're doing that because they're seeing the trend in the cards. They're like, oh, maybe this guy doesn't have a great point of view. Let's move him. Interesting.
Interesting. Sometimes I wish I had like a periscope like a submarine because I'm 5 feet tall, just to like get a little more height.
You see a pair of eyes coming up from like under.
Yep, that's Sam. It's hard out here for us little people.
There he is right there.
Oh,
El Legendo.
the big beard. Coming with my
What?
protein bars.
All right, we have a decision is in. With a unanimous decision for the red corner, Jesus Montes. And staying undefeated with a 2-0 record. With 3 to go, here